Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today we read diving headfirst into one of the most epic and controversial superhero showdowns ever put on screen. Batman vs. Superman in Dawn of Justice. The movie's title literally pits them against each other. But the question that still sparks debates years later is, who really won? Let's start with the obvious. If we're talking about the physical fight itself, Batman walks away. He uses his intelligence, his resources, and Superman's one critical weakness, kryptonite, to bring the godlike alien to his knees. The final moment, with Batman's kryptonite spear poised over Superman's chest, seemed to declare a clear winner. Batman achieved his primary objective, to prove that a man could make a god bleed, and even kill him if necessary. He controlled the entire engagement, from luring Superman into his trap to deploying his arsenal with tactical precision. So, on a purely physical, tactical level, round one goes to the Dark Knight. But hold on, that's just the surface layer. This movie is about more than just a fistfight. It's a battle of ideologies. What were they even fighting for? Bruce Wayne, consumed by paranoia after witnessing the destruction in Metropolis, believes Superman is an unchecked power, a potential tyrant who could wipe out humanity on a whim. His goal is to preemptively neutralize this threat. He's driven by fear and a twisted sense of responsibility. On the other hand, Clark Kent sees Batman as a brutal, lawless vigilante who operates outside the system and terrifies the very people he claims to protect. He wants to shut Batman down, to bring him to justice. So, who won the ideological war? This is where it gets complicated. Batman wins the physical fight, but he only stops because he hears the name Martha. This single word shatters his entire motivation. He realizes that this alien he was about to execute is just as human as he is, with a mother he loves. In that moment, Bruce's entire worldview, the one that drove him to this point, collapses. He sees that he has become the very thing he fights against, a killer fueled by rage and fear. His ideological stance is proven wrong in the most personal and devastating way possible. He doesn't win the argument. He abandons it in shame. Superman, on the other hand, technically loses the fight. He's beaten, humiliated, and nearly killed. But what was his goal? He wanted to stop Batman's brutal form of justice and make him see reason. While he failed to do that through conversation or force, his humanity, his love for his mother, is what ultimately gets through to Bruce. Superman, even in defeat, succeeds in showing Batman the error of his ways. He doesn't win by punching harder. He wins by revealing his heart. In a way, Superman's ideological goal is achieved, but only through his own near-death experience. Now, let's zoom out and look at the bigger picture, thanks to our favorite mastermind, Lex Luthor. The truth is, neither Batman nor Superman was ever in control. The entire conflict was a puppet show, and Lex was pulling all the strings. He manipulated Bruce's paranoia with anonymous letters. He orchestrated the bombing at the Capitol to frame Superman. He kidnapped Martha Kent to force Superman's hand and push him into a fight he didn't want. Lex's goal was to prove that even the world's finest heroes, its god and its demon, could be turned against each other. He wanted to shatter the world's faith in them, to prove that absolute power corrupts absolutely, or it can be corrupted by a clever man. From Lex's perspective, he won spectacularly. The fight happened exactly as he planned. The world saw its saviors trying to kill each other. He successfully exposed their vulnerabilities and manipulated them like chess pieces. His victory is cemented when he unleashes Doomsday, a monster born from Kryptonian science and his own blood, forcing the heroes to clean up his mess. So if we're asking who achieved their goals most effectively, the uncomfortable answer is Lex Luthor. He was the true winner of the Batman v Superman conflict. But the story doesn't end there. The final act of the film introduces another layer to this question. In the battle against Doomsday, Superman makes the ultimate sacrifice. He flies directly at the monster, knowing the kryptonite spear will kill him as well, and ends the threat, saving the world he had come to love. This act has a profound impact. It completely redeems him in the eyes of the world, and more importantly, in the eyes of Batman. Bruce Wayne, who started the film wanting to kill Superman, is now inspired by his selfless sacrifice. He finds renewed hope. His faith in humanity and in heroes is restored. He goes from being a broken, cynical man to the founder of the Justice League. He dedicates himself to honoring Superman's memory by finding other heroes and protecting the world. So, you could argue that Superman had the ultimate victory. In death, he not only saved the world but also saved Batman from his own darkness, transforming his greatest adversary into his most dedicated follower. Superman's legacy becomes the true winning force that shapes the future of the entire universe. So, who really won? If you're talking about the physical fight, it's Batman. If you're talking about the puppet master who orchestrated the whole thing, it's Lex Luthor. But if you're talking about who achieved the most profound, lasting, and positive outcome, the victory belongs to Superman. His sacrifice was the catalyst that ended the conflict, defeated Doomsday, and inspired the creation of the Justice League. He lost the battle, but in the end, he truly won the war for the soul of the world and for the soul of Batman. What do you guys think? I know this is a hot topic, so let me know your take in the comments below. Who do you believe really won and why? It's a fascinating debate with no single right answer. Thanks for watching, and if you enjoyed this deep dive, make sure to like, subscribe, and hit that bell so you don't miss our next video. See you next time.